morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are in the kitchen. It's Sunday. We're gonna do some meal prepping or like food prep for the week. So I figured I'd show you guys like what we do normally like on the weekends to kind of set ourselves up for the week as far as sides go for our meals. Like we don't do like big dish planning. Like I'm not gonna be cooking a bunch of chicken or anything like that, but I want to show you how we prep some veggies and how I prep like some little snacks for Riley, and I'll just kind of see what else I've got in the fridge that I can cook and prepare for the week. Because if you guys are new here by any chance, I am a busy mom of two. I have a 2.5-year-old, I have a 7-month-old. So the one thing that I can't be doing during the day a lot of is spending time in the kitchen preparing foods, because I just don't have time and I'm juggling the kids and stuff. I find it a lot easier if things are just kind of ready to go. It just makes my life easier. So let's just get to it. Let's see what we have in the fridge. The fridge is kind of a disaster, so do not judge me. I do not have a beautifully organized pantry or refrigerator, but this is what we have to work with. So we have some green beans back here that we will probably cook and prep, and then I have some broccoli. What else can we prep? I'm gonna make some little yogurt bites for Riley. I also have a bag of potatoes back here, so I'm gonna cook some potatoes. I'm gonna also cook some onions. I have like a bag of onions over here, so we've got a lot to do. So the first thing I always do when I start here in the kitchen with my things, whatever I'm gonna cook, I start preheating the oven. That way it's ready to go by the time that some of the stuff is done being prepped. So I heat up the oven to 420. By the way, I'm gonna tell you guys what time we're starting. We are starting at 10:57. I don't know if you can see that. 10:57. We may have to kind of like start and stop a couple times, but I wanna see like how long it takes to get all this stuff done. Jackson is down for a nap right now. I'm watching him in the monitor. Riley is over there in the family room playing. Joe's gonna come help me, right? Joseph? Joe's gonna come help me. Riley may also be here. What are you doing? You wanna have breakfast? She always wants to open that pantry. So we may have a couple distractions, but we'll see how much we can get done. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this. These are the frozen yogurt bites that I make for Riley. I'm gonna start off with this because I already made some for her earlier this week, and then you see like there used to be a whole bunch of them. I put them in this Ziploc for her, and I've been giving them to her throughout the week. She loves them. So since I had some extra mixture, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the rest of them for her. What are these? Candy. I told her that they're called cold candies, but these are just yogurt milk. This is a blend of 1 cup of whole milk yogurt and 1 cup of frozen strawberries. That is all that is in here. So what I did earlier last week was I just took like this little measuring spoon, and I would just make little circles on parchment paper, just like this. And then I put them in the freezer for like 3 to 6 hours. And that is as easy as it gets, you guys. It's literally just yogurt and frozen strawberries. You can use frozen blueberries or fresh blueberries, but you just like make a little circle. And I'm doing this with my left hand, so it's a little bit hard. But you just do this and then you freeze them, and then they turn into like little circles like that. So I can put them in a bowl like this for her. It's a really easy and healthy snack, I promise. If I am making it, it's because it's super easy. I've told you 1,000 times that I don't cook. So here you go. Now I'm just gonna continue filling up this parchment paper with the mixture, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it's all done. So that's it. That's what they look like. Just little unperfect circles. And I'm just gonna pop them in the freezer, and then they'll freeze, and then I can put them in that Ziploc. You want more? You like them? So you see, having like a little Ziploc like this is great. So that way I can just give them to her throughout the week. There you go. You want 4? So cold candies are done. The next thing that we're gonna move on to are omelet bags. One of the things that I love to do throughout the week for my breakfast is to have like scrambled eggs with stuff inside. So I like to have like chopped onions and tomatoes and spinach all in my scrambled eggs, or sometimes I'll make an omelet. But what I don't have time is to like prep and chop all that stuff in the morning. In the morning time, it's kind of hectic. I'm trying to feed both the kids. So I have started making like little omelet bags. This is what they look like, just chopped up tomatoes, chopped up onions, some spinach. Sometimes I'll put cheese in there, whatever I like in my egg. So all I have to do in the morning is take 2 eggs out of the fridge and then, like, you know, scramble them up and then toss all of this into the egg mixture and then just put it on the pan, and then I have my scrambled egg. So doing a little bit of prep on the weekend saves me a lot of time in the morning. So I'm gonna make a couple more of these because I think this is the last one I have left over from this week. I have all of the ingredients here that are gonna go in the little Ziplocs, just a little onion, some baby spinach, and some cheese, tomatoes. So we're just gonna prep that up and make a couple more of these bags. So now I have 3 days worth of breakfast where literally all I have to do is mix this in with the eggs and then put it on the pan, and this is ready to go. I used to also do this with smoothie bags, so you can also make like smoothie bags and just kind of prep them in the same way, just like cut up whatever you're gonna use. But I still have some in my freezer, so I think over here in my freezer, I haven't been having a ton of smoothies lately, but I'll cut up like a banana and like some spinach and put them in smoothie bags so that later on all I have to do is toss this in the blender with a little bit of peanut butter, some almond milk, and like some protein powder, and then I have a smoothie ready to go. You know, it's like the little things like that that make my life easier because I really don't have time to prepare my meals. I don't have like 20 minutes every time that it's time for me to eat to, you know, prepare what I want or like think about what I want, because usually I have Jackson attached to me and this one is screaming, right? He's screaming somewhere. So whatever makes things easier, I'm gonna do. This kind of meal planning you can also do like during your kids' nap time. So even if you get half an hour of a nap, like Jackson's naps are normally half an hour, you can at least prep like one thing. You can prep the omelet bags, or you can prep the smoothie bag, and that way you use that time where you can just do something uninterrupted to prepare for the rest of the week, if that makes sense. All right, Joe is here to help. Say hello. Say hi. He's ready to help me out with some of the veggies. So I just want to cut these up. Let's do broccoli and green beans first.
We need 2 pans. Okay,
well, we have 2 pans. All of our pans are down here.
I'm sure one's in.
No, I took it out. Thank you very much. Oh. So before you start meal prepping, maybe check the oven first because I had a pizza box in there and I started heating the oven.
Stay inside.
That was a total fail. And that was styrofoam that melted.
This is my wife.
I'm sorry.
This is typical.
I'm sorry. I really didn't think that there was anything in the oven. But on the bright side, our lunch is ready to go.
Literally, I tell her all the time, did you check the oven when you open it up? And she gets mad at me for telling her that. And now you see why.
That was a bit of a fail, but we have nice crispy pizza and mozzarella sticks, so our lunch has been prepared. Okay, it's all good. We're gonna keep meal prepping now. We're gonna do the veggies and we're gonna do then potatoes, but let's start off with the veggies first. All right, so Joe's gonna work on the broccoli. We like fresh broccoli, and all of this stuff I got at Aldi this week. So this is produce from Aldi. I really like their produce. We get a lot of their organic stuff for a really good price, and we just find that it tastes a little bit fresher than just going with like the frozen broccoli. And at first I used to be like very intimidated by that, like how the heck do I chop that up, but it's actually really easy. So I'm just gonna leave the camera here and you can chop it up. Alright, while Joe is finishing up on the broccoli, I'm making myself some tuna. I love having tuna for lunch during the week, but I don't like having to like open up the can and make it, you know, in the middle of my day. So if I have a whole bunch of tuna ready to go, then I'm more likely to make a sandwich with it or toss it in a salad or whatever. Joe hates tuna, so the fact that I'm making tuna next to him is making him cringe. But I'm gonna show you really quick how I make my tuna. So this is 2 cans of tuna. This is the mayo that I use, and I just mix it in with a little bit of lime juice. That's it for the tuna. Now I just put it in my little glass Tupperware. I pop it in the fridge, and then I have it ready to go throughout the week if I want to make a sandwich for lunch. All right, so this is 2 heads of broccoli. So nice chopped up. We don't like the stem too much, so we just kind of make it so it's just like the florets. So now all we do is toss it in a little bit of olive oil. A little bit.
I sprayed the pan base so it doesn't stick.
Yeah, we put a little bit of Pam at the bottom of the pan so that it doesn't stick. And then we put a little bit of olive oil and then salt and pepper. That's literally all we do. And it tastes really, really good. So this we usually have as a side with our chicken or our steak, whatever like protein we eat throughout the week. If it's salmon, if it's fish, whatever, we can pull out some of this broccoli and have it as a side along with like some rice or mashed potatoes. But it makes the meal prep a lot faster. We're very plain when it comes to like our seasoning, by the way. I'm sure that you guys could add like garlic powder or whatever other seasoning you want on your veggies. We just like salt and pepper. We're super boring. So we're just gonna put that in there for 15 minutes and then it'll be done. All right, so Jackson has joined us. His nap was 35 minutes long. So that's about as much time as we had to do anything, you know, just Joe and I ourselves. I'm gonna make him a couple things once Joe is done with the cutting board. I'm gonna try to steam him some veggies for the week, for like the next couple of days, since we've been doing baby-led weaning with him. It's just easier if I prep some of that stuff now as opposed to like doing it in the moment, because like I keep saying, I just don't have time to do it in the moment. But Joe's working on just chopping up some green beans right now. We just like to trim them. And then we do the same thing that we do with the broccoli. We just toss them in olive oil, salt and pepper, and then we just bake them in the oven for how long?
15 minutes.
15 minutes? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Oh dear. So while Joe finishes up with the green beans, I'm gonna prep Riley's strawberries. We got a new pack of strawberries for the week, so I'm just gonna get them washed and chopped up and ready to go, because that's something that she eats a lot. These are the broccoli that are done. So broccoli is ready. I'll put them in a little container. And you're still working on the green beans. Right, so strawberries, all I do is just put them in a colander so that I can wash them. We've been using this Force of Nature cleaner to wash our fruit, because all it is, what is it, salt, vinegar, and water? Yeah, I think it's a very natural cleaner. So Joe bought this for us the other day, and honestly what I love the most about it is that I can use it to clean produce. I don't know about you guys, but I was always like trying to figure out what to wash my produce with, and like I would call my mom all the time and be like, what do I do to like wash my fruit and stuff? Like, how do I keep it clean? I used to wash my produce with like hand soap or dish soap, and so many of you guys would comment on my videos like, did she just use hand soap to wash her fruit? I don't honestly know what I'm supposed to use, but this I've been told I can use. So it's a very natural thing. It's a multi-purpose cleaner, so I can use it for the countertops, and I clean now Riley's like high chair, Jackson's high chair with it, and toys and stuff. So that's what we've been using to clean our fruit. And I just love prepping fruit because I find that I just eat more of it throughout the week if it's ready to go.
But you gotta eat it though, because it starts to get nasty and gooey.
Yes, you actually have to eat it. But this encourages me to eat strawberries versus like chocolate. So green beans are ready. Just olive oil, salt, and pepper. He's gonna put that in the oven. So this is how we tag team whenever we do like food prep. Now Joe's gonna hold on to Jackson. I'm gonna prep the strawberries. Riley, do you like strawberries?
I want to decorate it.
We're not decorating it, we're just cutting it.
I want to cut it too.
Wow.
Riley,
You can't cut it.
you want a piece of broccoli?
I said no.
Whoa!
I said go. I want to cut it.
Here, strawberry.
I said cut it. I
Yeah.
said cut Dada.
Yeah. Touch. What are those? Green beans. They're yummy.
No.
Yes.
No, not yummy.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they
No. No, Dada.
You don't know what's yummy.
All right, strawberries are all done. Now baby girl gets her fruit throughout the week, and this is something easy that I can snack on too. What are you doing? What is happening? This is a behind the scenes look. What do you want?
I want strawberries in my same bowl.
Okay, we'll get you some strawberries in a bowl. This is a behind the scenes look at meal prep day. Joe saw a fly come in, so he's got his fly swatter out. She wanted some strawberries. This is gonna take a while. All right, next thing we're gonna prep are some onions, because I like to have onions like when I make chicken, like we'll put like some roasted onions on top of the chicken. So Joe is gonna chop them since they make me cry.
And they don't make me cry.
They don't make you cry, or they do? They do? Did you cut yourself? Oh, the onions? I'm sorry, you crying?
A little bit.
That's why I hate chopping onions. I'm super sensitive to them. It's okay, you're doing a great job.
Potent.
It's okay. It's okay. I got really bad the other day. I think there's actually a trick to like not getting them to make you cry. Somebody shared it with me, but I forgot it, so I don't remember what it is. But if you know any tricks to like not have the onions make you cry, leave them down below, because we like to chop up onions every once in a while, and I do not like for them to make me cry. All right, so for the onions, we just transfer them to the baking sheet. And then do the same thing, a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. You want pretzels or green pretzels? Okay, green beans are done and the onions are in the oven.
For like 23.
Put them in for 23 minutes?
Yeah.
Joe started putting everything away in these containers that we got a long time ago. They're not the best because they're not glass, but whatever. They work for what we need them for.
Not rich.
Whatever, they're fine. I have like a whole stack of them here in the refrigerator. So I have like some glass Tupperware.
Refrigerator.
Did I say refrigerator?
Yes.
Oh, I meant here in the cabinet. We have these that we bought when we did the Whole30, just because we were doing a lot of meal prepping, like having like fully made meals in these containers. So we have those, but then like when I prep fruit and like some other stuff, I'll use the glass container. If you guys are new here, like 2 years ago, I think, we did the Whole30 and we did like a lot of meal prepping and planning and cooking out our meals, because you could literally eat like nothing while we were on that diet. So we were very specific about what we were allowed to eat. So that's like when we got into like what we're doing now, like just making a bunch of batch stuff and prepping it for the week, especially like when Joe was going into work. Like now he's working from home with COVID and stuff.
Still fine.
But when he was going to work, I like to have his lunches prepped and ready. It just made life so much easier. Look at this guy, he's like fascinated by some crumb he found on the floor. Hi. Hey cutie. What you doing? He's been good. He's been playing here on his playmat while we get some things done. Hi. Riley is over there eating her lunch, so she is set. All right, next up, I'm gonna make some potatoes. We're gonna chop them up and roast them in the oven. First clean them because I do keep the skin. So we love having potatoes because we'll have like potatoes for breakfast, like breakfast potatoes, and then we'll also have them as a side with some of our dinners. So I just like to keep the skin on them and just chop them up into little pieces, and then we do the same thing that we've been doing for everything else. So onions are in there. Those are almost done. And then I put the potatoes on the bottom. And by the way, I don't know if I've ever shown you guys my cutting board, but this is the bottom of the cutting board, or really the top, but I don't like to mess this part up. But isn't that cute? This was a wedding gift from when we got married, November 7th, 2015. So that is usually the chopping board that we use. So probably the last thing that I'm gonna show you, and Jackson is screeching in the background because Joe is feeding him. But anyway, what I wanna show you is how I steam some carrots and zucchini for Jackson. So I'm gonna get a pot from down here, over here, so that I can steam the veggies. When you're steaming, all you have to do is just get like a tiny bit of water, maybe like an inch of water, and put it in the pot. I think that'll be fine. So I'm gonna put this to boil. I'm gonna put that to boil. I need to find the top. And then I'm gonna get the steamer right here. And I will link this down below in case you guys are on the hunt for a steamer. You're doing baby-led weaning for your little ones. This is what it looks like. All you do is put it in the pot, and then you put your veggies in there, and then you cover it. So that's how I've been steaming his veggies. But I'm gonna just wait for that water to finish boiling. And in the meantime, I will prep these. I'm gonna do one carrot. And the carrot, I'm gonna take the skin off. All right, so this is what we're gonna use for Jackson's veggies. So I'm gonna just chop these up. So this is what they look like. I'd like to just chop them up into little spears. That's what like all the books have said for his age. So just chop them up into like little spears that he can actually hold. Okay, so the water is boiling. I'm gonna put my little steamer in, and then all I have to do is drop the veggies in here. I don't know that they're all gonna fit. I don't wanna like crowd them. So maybe I'll just start off doing couple of each. That should be okay. And then I'm gonna cover them for like 10 or 15 minutes until they're kind of soft. I'm gonna put a timer, and that's how I've been steaming his veggies. What are you doing over there? Hi. Hey. Is that a being funny? Is that a being funny? You guys are cute. Right, so the veggies are done. They steam for about, I don't know, like 12 minutes. So the point of steaming them is to make them a little bit like mushier. So that is what I did there. Okay, great. I'm gonna transfer them out of the pot and just put them in a little Tupperware so that I can give them to Jackson later. The zucchini, I guess, needed a little less time, so maybe I'll do the zucchini separate because it's like a little mushier than the carrots. But now he has some little veggies that I can give him later. I'm gonna see how these hold up in the fridge after being steamed, and then what I'm gonna do is with the rest of them that haven't been cooked yet, I'm just gonna put them in a little Ziploc so that if I need them fresh, I can just throw them on the steamer again. You guys saw it takes like 10 minutes. So that's something I can do like throughout the day if I want to give him some of this really quick. That doesn't take a lot of time. And the potatoes are ready. So now I'm just gonna put these in their container. And we are done, you guys. It is 1:07. You see that? It is 1:07. I'm gonna show you everything that we made. So this is everything that we cooked. We got our broccoli, green beans, our prepped strawberries, some tuna for lunch. These are the little yogurt melts for Riley. And then potatoes, onions, they got a little bit burned, but you know, that's fine. And then we've got the zucchini and the carrots for Jackson. So that's what a couple hours of meal prepping for us looks like. There's a million other things that we could make. Like we could make hard-boiled eggs. We could make breakfast sandwiches. We could have made like Mexican bowls. That's something that we used to make that I would love to make. Maybe we'll make those next week, where you prep like a little bit of rice and the chicken and the beans, and you have everything like laid out in like one of these little containers. But that's gonna be it for this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this. Let me know what you guys thought of this kind of a video. It's a little different, but this is part of our life too, and part of trying to survive with little kids at home and you don't have that much time during the week to do some of this stuff. And also, like, you don't have to make all of this stuff if you decide to meal prep. Like, even just making one of these things for me is just so helpful throughout the week. So even if it's just prepping the strawberries or making myself a thing of tuna or just doing 1 or 2 sides, that is really helpful when it comes to make dinner or lunch. Oh, I even forgot the omelet bags. Forgot my little omelet bags. So that is everything that we prepped. That's it, you guys. Let me know if you like this. Also, let me know if you like meal prep, or what's the one thing that you're gonna make this week ahead of the week, so that way you have stuff for the following week. Thank you very much for helping. You're a great teammate. I really appreciate it.
That's right.
So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.